Respect to everybody. We're back with another training video. Just walking up on the park. For the first exercise, we're going to go into RTO dips. We're going to be doing anywhere from 4 to 6 reps. And we're using these rings, and I'm just going to be working on really maintaining that hollow body. Here we go. All right, y'all, be patient with me. This is my third video that I'm trying to put a little bit more time into with the editing, but it's a work in progress, so just be patient with me. It's my first set. Yeah, nice and deep. That's one. I could have protracted a little bit longer on that one. And when I protract, it's basically, think about it like a crunch for your upper back. It's like an upper back crunch. Give it a try when you do dips and when you do any pressing exercises, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And those are those details that you can't skip. All right, we're gonna get a 4-minute rest and get into the second set. All right, here we go into our second set of these RTO dips. On these, I'm gonna kind of be giving you guys more of a back angle of what it looks like. Basically, I'm working on maintaining that hollow body and keeping those rings tucked into my side. So here we go. Getting into the second set. Switched up the angle just so you guys can see how it looks, different angles and all that. Yeah, it was so far it was a peaceful day here at the park, A couple people swung by, said what's up. Overall, decent. It's been a decent weekend of training, y'all. Yeah, on today's routine, just like every other routine, y'all, I try to make sure I work good form and practice what I preach, you know what I'm saying? These are RTO dips, doing the full extension all the way down, and then protracting on the way up. After this, we're gonna go into some weighted dips with the with the ring turnout at the end. All right, here we go into this third set. These are RTO dips. This is just a skill. Well, at least I like to treat it like a skill. So I like to put it at the front of my workout just because it takes a lot. Third set. Nice and deep with that protraction. That's that protraction I'm talking about right there. That pause with the squeeze right there is everything. That's the money right there. That top squeeze. Also maintaining that hollow body as much as you can. All right, here we are. We're gonna get into the second exercise. We're gonna be weighted. We're gonna be doing weighted dips with the ring turnout at the end. So these, I'm just like the last exercise. I really like to protract at the end. So we're gonna be adding this 45-pound plate. And we're gonna be doing 3 sets. Here we go. All right, here we go. Seems like we're gonna get to the weighted calisthenics portion of this training session. We're using this 45-pound plate, using this weighted belt. Get up on that milk crate and get ready for these dips with the ring turnout at the end. This is my first set. It's 1. That was a little fast. It's 2. 3. Yeah, these are money right here. Yeah, I love doing these. During the winter, I was going a little bit heavier. Now that it's summertime, we're working more on getting chop suey, getting those cuts. So we're lowering the weight and upping the reps, and working on that good form all the way through. Second set. Yeah, like I said, I want to give you guys all these different angles, man. That way you guys can see that form over everything, man. Practice on your form over the years. Try to increase the weight over the months. Try to increase that weight, and you're gonna see the gains, man. Let's get it. Yeah, I'm learning as I go. I'm learning as I go with these videos, but the goal is eventually to bring you guys some quality content that you guys could take something from. That's my end goal, to come with that quality, with something that you could take something from it. So here we go. This is our second set. We're doing weighted dips with the ring turnout at the end, with the strong protract. That's one. That's two. That's three. Yeah, it's some good work. Make sure you give these a try. Start off, if it's your first time using rings, just start off just doing the ring support. Ring support is basically that protraction that you see me doing at the end of the dip. Just do that with no weight and just hold yourself up there. Start off with 10 seconds and work your way up maybe to a minute. And then start working that negative. And you could build yourself up, y'all. When I first started doing these rings, I was up there shaking. Yeah, like I was saying, I was up there shaking like booty meat, y'all. I was up there shaking. But once you tighten up, once you strengthen up, once you get used to these rings, you're gonna learn to appreciate them. There's that third set of these weighted dips with the ring turnout. The reason I keep putting on these titles, why I left the gym and all that, just to go in a little bit on that, is just because I was in the gym for 7 years prior to the beginning of this year. That was kind of my New Year resolution, was started off with learning the handstand, and I became pretty good at the handstand. Not a professional or none of that, but in a 15-minute session, I could get a couple good holds, and I understand that it's the long game when it comes to calisthenics, so I'm gonna keep working it, but not to get away from the original story I was telling you guys, was the New Year resolution thing. So I just said, you know what? For me to really learn this handstand and really get good at calisthenics, I'm gonna have to cancel my gym membership. So that's what I did, y'all. I walked up into LA Fitness, and I told them that's it for my membership. Go ahead and terminate it. And ever since then, I've been training out here, y'all. Rain, snow, or sunshine. For those of you guys that have been tuning in with me, you see that I work out sometimes from home. I train at home, and then throughout the week, I try to go to different parks. All right, second set. Let's get it. Yeah, this is that weighted P-bar dip part of the routine. That white plate there is a bumper plate of 45, and then the black one is just a regular 45. So we're using 90 pounds here, and we're working on full range of motion and protracting up top. On these, you just want to make sure you stack your joints and you get your breathing ready before you go into these. Weighted dips are going to help you with your mobility. It's going to help you put that weight on those tendons and those elbows and shoulders to help prepare them to do those more advanced movements. All right, here we're getting into our third set of these weighted dips. For these, I switched the angle on these. I gave you guys more of a back angle. And yeah, for these last couple reps, I decided not to talk to the camera, just to save it more for a voiceover, and just kind of just talk a little bit more. I feel a little bit more comfortable this way, so hopefully you guys could get to know me a little bit better this way. Yeah, so back to another important thing about calisthenics, y'all. Make sure you pay attention to the detail. If you notice in today's training session, I made sure I went all the way down, and then when I made it to the top, I made sure I protracted. If you don't know what protracting is, it's basically a crunch for your upper back. is when you once you get to the top of that dip, you do that extra little step. That's that protract. So that's one of the important details that you don't want to skip if you want to progress when it comes to calisthenics. Other people are going to tell you do shorties, do this and do that, but it's up to you to decide what you want to do. If you want to keep advancing in calisthenics, you can't skip the details.